Hi Neel, the resume that you sent looked extremely strong, but I think I'll have to reject him because of.
When I heard that, I paused. Because on paper, this candidate had everything: brands, titles, projects, AI experience, everything. So I asked 10 hiring managers who hire for AI product managers or GenAI product managers, why do you reject candidates who look so strong on paper and in the interviews? And it kept coming down to the same 3 reasons. And in this video, I'll tell you the 3 reasons and exactly how to fix them fast. Hi everyone, I'm Neel. I've been in product management for the past 5 years and currently leading product in an AI startup called Super AGI. And over the last 5 years, I've talked to more than 50 plus PM hiring managers and I've interviewed 250 plus product managers myself. And I've seen these reasons over and over again. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal what that missing signal was. And I'll also give you a free tool that you can use tonight to fix your resume in just 15 minutes. Reason number 1, your resume is full of AI buzzwords without any outcome. Built a RAG chatbot, worked on AI agents, prompt engineering, vector DB. Okay, great. But what changed? What was the impact? Because to a hiring manager, built a RAG bot could mean a demo that you built in 2 hours versus a production level system that reduced tickets and did not hallucinate and actually helped a business scale. So instead of writing, built a RAG chatbot using GPT and Pinecone, write this: shipped RAG support assistant across 800 plus docs, increasing self-serve deflection by 18%, reducing resolution time by 22%, tracking groundedness and resolution rate. Every bullet point that you write needs use case, what did you ship, what was the metric that moved, and why did it matter? Because if your AI work didn't move a metric, it's not a product, it's just a demo. Reason number 2, and this is an AI product manager killer, which is no evaluation thing. And this is slowly becoming the most important metric for an AI product manager. And it generally shows up in 2 places. Your resume never mentions anything about evaluation, quality, or monitoring. And in interviews, you freeze when they ask, how will you measure success of this? Because remember, AI is not a deterministic software. Outputs may vary, user may prompt weirdly, cost might explode, and one bad answer can kill the trust of a user. And that is exactly why this is the number 1 signal that big companies actually check for. Because at scale, AI can't just be vibes. Cool, so now that we know this, how can we actually fix this? Whenever they ask, how will you measure success for an AI feature? Don't ramble, don't say adoption, don't say accuracy, say this instead. PRDs before used to be requirements plus prioritization. Modern day PRDs now include evals plus guardrails plus monitoring. So you can say, I measure AI features in 3 layers. Number 1, quality. Is the answer good? Number 2, product outcome. Does it actually help the user? And number 3, is it safe, stable, and reliable at scale? Quality usually do this before the launch. You check, is it correct? Does it stay on topic? Does it use the right information? You measure these. If your AI feature fails here, it does not get shipped. For product outcome, you measure, did it actually improve the job? Did people finish the task that they came for? Did it save time? Did it reduce manual work? And do people come back and use it again? And finally, risk, where I track the boring but important stuff. Is it slow? Is it getting expensive at scale? Is it leaking any kind of private info? Is the quality getting worse over time? Etc. etc. And I always have a backup plan. If it fails, it will always ask a follow-up question or fallback. So if they ask you how will you measure success in an AI feature and you say accuracy, you sound junior. If you say adoption, you sound careless. You need all the 3. Good answers, real impact, and safe behavior. And that is what differentiates a product manager from an AI product manager. And finally, we have reason 3, which is the no fit signal. And this is absolutely brutal because this has nothing to do with your skill. You're constantly getting rejected because your resume doesn't scream one thing fast enough. For a hiring manager, they're always thinking, will this person win in my role, in my company, right now? And that is where most AI product manager resumes fail. They're either too vague or they're too generic. You can write that you built an AI assistant, but a hiring manager can't tell the reality. Was it a demo or production? Was it for 500 users or for 50,000 users? Did you deal with latency, cost, safety, and accuracy? Anything that shows that you have shipped in production. A hiring manager has only 6 seconds to look at your resume. And if they have to find all of these things, you're gone. So vague generally means built an AI assistant for customer support, where you should actually write it as built a support assistant for B2B SaaS, 60,000 tickets per month with less than 3 seconds latency target, PII safe with human fallback. And if your resume is too generic, this will look like that you're applying everywhere else. Because AI PM job interviews may vary very widely. Some are looking for RAG experience, co-pilots, infra, ML, analytics, everything. And if you end up sending the same resume everywhere, you look unfocused. I know changing the resume for every job that you you apply is actually a very tiring job. Here's the fix that I actually use. I paste the job description and my CV into one strict prompt in ChatGPT, and it rewrites my CV to match the role without making anything up. Do you want the prompt? Check the description below. Alright, so what was the missing signal that the recruiter mentioned in the start of the video? It was AI evaluations, which is now called the new AI PRDs. And I'm telling you straight, AI evaluations are the new PRD. If you can't define how good looks, test it and monitor it. You're not shipping a product, you're shipping a gamble, you're taking a bet. Because especially at scale, one hallucination, one privacy slip, one cost blow up, and the entire product loses the trust. So seeing these 3 reasons, I actually built this free tool for you. I call it the AI PM Resume Doctor, and it is there in the description. You simply paste your JD plus your resume, and it does 4 things. Codes your resume like a hiring manager, flags all the missing signals that is there in your resume, rewrites your weakest blocks, rewrites your resume to be readable in just 10 seconds without making anything up. And that's it, guys. It's always these 3 same reasons that PM hiring managers are rejecting product managers in AI native companies. So if you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos on AI and product management. See you guys in the next video.